Hello, welcome to the Antisocial Club. Diamond Alexis. So nice to see y'all's beautiful faces again. Today we will be DIYing a fur hat. So yeah, I'm very excited. I still have these pile of clothes here. They need to go to the thrift store. I mean, I don't know what y'all want from me, really. I heard y'all want more YouTubers that are more realistic. This is just the real me, you know? I can only do so much. I'm gonna be doing a fur cap. I just randomly had the idea. I have my fur leg warmers from Christmas. Y'all check out my Christmas vlog. And I just kept thinking, what am I gonna wear them with in like an everyday outfit? Like, how am I gonna wear them now? And I thought, I should do a fur cap. I have this, but I also have this hat as well. So I think I'm gonna do a fur bucket hat, but I think I'm gonna do this with the white fur, and then I'll do this with the like this type of fur, so it'll look like that. And yeah, this should be a quick little project. I'm gonna put it to the attach it to the hat with hot glue. I don't want to sew because I don't want to make my arms and stuff hurt again, but I'm gonna get my supplies, I'm gonna set up, and I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna show y'all, you know, what I'm doing, how I'm doing it. We're gonna get this thing going. Okay, I'm about to start. I've been using this X-Acto knife, but I kind of don't feel like doing all that because that takes a lot. So I think I'm gonna cut it with scissors. I've seen people cut it with scissors. It's just the lady at the store told me not to cut it with scissors because then you cut into the fur, which I mean I completely get, but at the same time, like, do it really matter that much, you know? Hello, a voiceover diamond here. So I'm kind of gonna talk y'all through what I'm doing. I'm so sorry for not bringing the camera closer so I can really show y'all what I'm doing. I did not think about it. So if y'all would like a proper tutorial, please let me know. I don't mind doing one because again, this only took an hour. I say again, like y'all know, but I said it at the end of the video. Anyways, I basically took a strip of the fur, cut it in half where it's just one long rectangle, and then put that on the cap. I hot glued it. I used a high temp glue gun. So if y'all want to do like DIY projects, make sure that you check what kind of temperature the hot glue gun is because they have low temp and then they have high temp. This one is a high temp. Sometimes you can't use high temp on everything. Most things you can though, but just beware when you're like getting a hot glue gun if you want to start doing DIY projects and stuff. Anywho, I used a hot temp glue gun and I basically just glued everything down. I kind of like tried to show the camera a few times what I was doing. I glued the ends down first and then I went through and glued the perimeter, like the inside, more of the inside of the hat. This piece right here that I'm showing y'all, this was actually from another project that I was doing that I actually finished, but I didn't end up wearing it. But that's where that piece came from. But you don't have to like trace out like pieces. You literally could just cut a rectangle, glue it down, and then cut off the excess with some scissors. But mine, that piece that I cut out fit perfectly, so I was like, oh, I might as well just use this piece since it fits the exact like size. It just so happened to work out. But literally all you have to do is cut a rectangle. Like, you don't even have to do all that. Just cut a rectangle and then cut off the excess. But yeah, I do want to say that I know I talked about the scissors and the X-Acto knife. I will say the difference between the scissors and the X-Acto knife. The scissors cause a lot more fur to be everywhere. So I was cleaning up a lot of fur in my room. The X-Acto knife doesn't have as much fur come off. So just keep that in mind when trying to figure out if you want to use X-Acto knife and scissors. I mean, either way, you're still going to have to clean up fur. But you definitely clean up way more fur with these scissors. The amount of fur I had flying around my room when doing this because I was doing it with the scissors is insane. I didn't even have this much fur when I was doing my other projects a few weeks ago for Christmas. So again, just keep that in mind. This hat was really easy. It literally only took me an hour to do. Not even that. My video that I recorded on my phone was an hour, but I kept stopping and stuff. So it didn't even take me an hour. It might have taken 40 minutes max. It's a really quick project, really easy. I would think of it as like putting puzzle pieces together. So once you put that base rectangle down, really it was really easy after that. I kind of just cut pieces to how I felt like it would fit. So like if I needed a rectangle, I would cut a small little rectangle. If I needed a triangle to fit somewhere, I would cut a triangle to fit somewhere. It was so easy, I promise. Like that's why I'm like I don't mind doing another tutorial, but or doing an actual like proper tutorial because I have more fur and I actually have a hat as well. So I don't mind doing another one if y'all would like one where you can actually see what's going on. But it's super easy. I mean, I didn't have like a process and plan. I just was cutting and going. um, but yeah, super simple. Plus, it's fur. Fur is very forgiving because it's everywhere. It's messy. You can be like you don't have to be precise with fur because it is so forgiving. So I would keep that in mind as well. Um, yeah. I mean, I kind of, like I said, I tried to show y'all kind of what I was doing. So you didn't want to just glue that part down. So I decided to cut the sides and then glue it down like that. And then I just cut off the excess at the end. That's why I'm like, I don't know why I didn't think to move my camera. It would have made more sense. But you can still kind of see what I'm doing, you know? I don't know. Like I said, if y'all want a video, I literally do not mind doing a tutorial. Like it literally took less than an hour. Um, but yeah, I didn't do the bucket hat like I was saying in the beginning, but I'm still thinking about it because that would be really cute if I did the bucket hat. So I think I might do that. I will say the only thing I didn't like about this hat is I used a hard, one of those like baseball caps with the hard front, if that makes sense. You know, like some baseball caps have a hard front and then some of them have a soft front. This one has a hard front. And I don't think those look the best on my head. And this cap was a hard front cap. I do wish I would have used one of my soft front caps. But either way, it still turned out really good and it was really cute. I really liked it. Oh, another tip. So for this fur, all the fur, you can tell if the fur is not going in the same direction. So I did have to keep in mind when gluing to put the fur going the same direction. There's a few spots in the back where it wasn't going the same direction, but it didn't look bad because it was like small pieces. But when I was doing the base, like the main parts of the hat, I did try to make sure they were all going in the same direction. That way, when I tried to blend in some of the seams and stuff, it would look good. It would look seamless, basically. Also, you'll see me kind of moving the fur around a lot. I'll put glue and then move the fur around. That's me trying to get rid of some of the seams. So you'll see me like kind of just smush it around. That's all I did. I was just covering up the seams with the glue. I also did it around the like corners, I guess you could say. For the top part, it is round, but I ended up cutting rectangles. It wouldn't make sense to do it round. Plus, again, I'm trying to do it in all the same direction. So I cut rectangles and I cut them to their sizes and I placed them down. That way I know where I needed to glue them down at. It sounds hard, like with me explaining it. I feel like I'm explaining it and it sounds like, oh, that's a lot. But I promise it was so simple. I promise. But yeah, I just cut the rectangles, glued it down. See how like it just blends in? Ugh. That's why I say like fur is very forgiving. You can't really mess up fur. It's too forgiving. It's because fur is just all over the place. It doesn't like it has a direction, but not really. I had a few mistakes that I made, but you literally cannot tell. Like, you couldn't see them if you were just looking at the hat. Now, if you put your fingers in and kind of felt around, you'd be like, oh, like, okay. But, you know, why are you touching my hat? You know, who's going to touch my hat but me? So, yeah, super, super simple. I did put some fur on the bottom of the bib as well. I didn't put it all the way on the bib because you don't want the fur to get in your eyes. So I just put it around the edges. That way, when I took like selfies and stuff, you couldn't see the black part of the hat. So also keep that in mind. But don't put it all the way, like, don't cover the whole inside because, like I said, you don't want it to get in your eye. I didn't even have the whole inside covered and it was still kind of getting in my eye. Here's what I was talking about where I just put the glue and kind of moved the fur around. That way it covered up some of the black where the seams were. I mean, that I also did the high temp glue because it didn't dry as fast. That way if I needed to kind of move something like a quick second, I could. If you do the low temp, I think it'll dry faster. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, that is it. That's the finished hat. Okay, this is the finished hat. Right? I'll insert the pictures and stuff like over here or something. I don't know. I also did some videos outside. I feel like it's more aesthetically pleasing outside than in my room. The aesthetic doesn't really match. I also have a video of me having it on with a scarf. I really like it with a scarf. My mom really likes it without the scarf. I mean, I like both, but I do really like it with the scarf on. But yeah, that is the finished hat. I absolutely love it. I don't know why I didn't think to like move the camera closer so y'all could actually see what I was doing. I don't know. But if y'all want a like proper tutorial, like a proper tutorial, let me know. I can give a proper tutorial. It's really easy. Like, it literally took me an hour to do. All I did was hot glue it on to the cap. If not, I mean, literally, you just hot glue the fur onto the cap. You just think of it as like puzzle pieces, just gluing each piece on where it fits. Super simple, super easy. But like I said, if y'all want a tutorial, I have more fur and I actually have another hat. I can make another one. Just let me know. And yeah, I can't wait to show y'all some of the other things that I've made and created. I have some really cool stuff that I've done, so I can't wait to show them. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank y'all so much for watching, supporting my channel. It really means so much to me. And yeah, I will see you all in the next video. Bye.